Well, hello dear viewers and welcome to Level Up Reviews. This is Wolf and today I review Wizardry 6, Bane of the Cosmic Forge. Let's jam! Last time we left Sirtec, they released Wizardry 5, Heart of Maelstrom, the game which planned to usher new era in wizardry. And despite of the fact that Wizardry 5 was not that great of a success and did not really improve that much, we did witness change in leadership. Unfortunately, Andrew Greenberg and Robert Woodhead had left the company. David Bradley became a new developer. Unfortunately for us, David Bradley is quite a private person, and he was the one doing most of the work on Wizardry 6, so there is not that much information about development of this game. Robert Sirtec said that this was actually one of the problems with David Bradley. He just did not want anybody to change his vision, which is understandable, but gaming world was changing. Sirtec wanted to set up a development company around Bradley, but as I said, Bradley was not really thrilled with the idea of working with a team. Although David Bradley did seem to like having young Brandon Romero as a playtester, they did develop a great relationship, which will come up in the future. The game came out in 1990, and it was received pretty well. Computer Gaming World magazine nominated the game as RPG of the Year in 1991, and it became #1 in the same year of Strategy Plus magazine's list of best RPGs. Dragon magazine gave it 4 out of 5 stars, so it was received much better than its predecessor. The reason for this is because Wizardry 6 is a huge improvement from other Wizardry games. It is using 16-color EGI graphics. This is why the game looks so much better. The art style is beautiful enough, I guess. Chris Apple did most of the work on the art and design, although he's not the only one. There is one problem here: the scenario is pretty much the same everywhere. I mean, from woods to jungles to mountains to mines, all you see are the grey walls. This is also first Wizardry with music. Composer is Stephen Miller. Music is good enough, it really does put you in the game. This game does not allow you to import any characters from the older games, which is pretty rare for Wizardry games. You need to create new characters in this game. There are brand new races, 11 of them in total. Humans, elves, dwarves, gnomes, hobbits, fairies, lizardmen, dragons, werewolves, felpars and mooks. There are 14 classes in total. Fighter, bard, psionic, mage, priest, alchemist, monk, thief, ranger, bishop, valkyrie, lord, samurai and ninja. All of these classes have special abilities and you can play around with a lot of different builds. In that way, this is a pretty fun game. You can also switch classes in the middle of the game. You also get a lot more skills. Skills are divided into 3 subsets: weaponry, physical, and academic. There's also a lot riding on the conversation with the NPCs in this game, so skills are a lot more important and advanced, like personality and karma, which used to be luck. There are also gender-specific bonuses in this game as well. Males are stronger, females have better personality and karma. Females also get a gender-specific class of Valkyria. Battle system is really cool. There are more ways to attack depending on a weapon. What is most changed in this game is the magic system. There are 6 magical schools in total: fire, earth, water, wind, mind and spirit. You can get the spells by reading books. To heal up, there are fountains in this game, but be very careful, some fountains are poisonous. You can select from already created characters as well, if you want the game to be very hard. Basically, the game starts with your party going into a castle. And you don't really have that much information at the start. Only thing that you know is that once king, queen and a wizard lived here, but you will not find them in here any longer. Oh, they also possessed a magic pen called Cosmic Forge, and whatever you wrote with it became reality. The castle is taken over by pirates. You need to find information and items to advance. This is one part of the game that can get a bit annoying. You will need a lot of specific keys that unlock specific doors. So you will definitely need to remember which key opens which door or try them all out. You can also break through the doors or lockpick them, although not all of them. And yeah, pretty much all of the chests are trapped. I mean all of them. Disarming the traps is a work of its own. In general, I am not that great of a fan of trap chests in RPGs. This is a very hard thing to pull off, and you really have to do it the right way. It is absolutely better not to do it at all than to do it the wrong way. But in Wizardry 6, I am okay with this mechanic. After the castle, you will need to go to the mines. Here you meet Wizard Xarpatus, who used the Cosmic Forge to know everything in the universe. This made him split into two. Each half of Xarpatus has half of the knowledge in the universe. He actually gives you some information about the forge. There is also mountains near him and jungles with Amazulu female warriors, mix of Zulu and Amazons. Lot of nudity in this game and lot of adult sims, by the way. After you get done here, you need to go to River Styx. Here in the catacombs, you meet Ghost of a Queen. She will tell you what happened. King used the forge to become immortal, but this turned him into a vampire. Queen tells you that on King's orders, she was impregnated by a demon, and after she gave birth to a child, she was killed. Her child Rebecca became King's lover. And she also gives you a silver cross. But just a warning, she is lying to you. King's side of the story is that a holy man known as Vicar left Rebecca to take care of her. After she grew up, they became lovers. Queen got jealous and wished on the Cosmic Forge for the death of a witch. Unfortunately for the Queen, Cosmic Forge thought that she meant herself and killed the Queen. Maybe you need to try to be more specific next time you use a forge, but it's funny nonetheless. Temple of Ram is the final location. You will fight evil side of Xarpatus. I wanna say fight is tough, and well, it is. Xarpatus summons a lot of demons, but to be honest with you, the whole level is so tough, by the time you get to Xarpatus you're kinda used to it. The ending of the game depends on whose side you pick. If you wear the cross and side with the Queen, you will need to kill the king and Rebecca, then fight Rebecca's half-brother, Bella, son of the Queen and Vicar. After which you can find a spaceship and fly to space without any coordinates. This is the first ending. In the second ending, you can try and grab the pen, but this will teleport you into the forest after a mysterious figure appears and takes it for himself. In the third ending, you side with the king, who kills himself, and together with Bella, you will fly to space. And oh yes, if you will tell Rebecca that you love her, she will give you a diamond ring, and this item is very useful. Wizardry 6 is a great game, and to be honest with you, a breath of fresh air. I was getting a bit tired of playing same game over and over again. As Brando Romero said, Wizardry 1 through 5 could never be released today as separate games. They were more like DLCs. I have to agree with her. This cannot be said about Wizardry 6, Bane of the Cosmic Forge, however. This game is truly different and original, while it still keeps the charms of the older games. And even though game has a very boring scenario, I mean, look at everything around here. Everything looks like grey walls, from forests to mountains. David Bradley's vision is still shining through. As he said it himself, even though at the end you're teleported in the forest of grey walls, this is the symbol of freeing the players from the dark, boring dungeons. But there was one more thing. Bradley vowed that next time you would be transported into a real forest. And shout out to my brand new subscribers: Louis Spar, Rhaegar Starkong, All Hail Discordia, Kylie Ray, DM, Jamie Webster, Yuha Ruistola, Mr. Malimer, and all the rest of you whose names unfortunately I do not see. Thanks for subscribing, and sorry I was gone for such a long time. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment. Thank you very much.